Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a review on the R.E.M Beauty Midnight Shadows eyeshadow palette in the shade Babydoll. If you do want to see a review and a demo, then please keep watching. As a huge favor, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and comment anything down below. I greatly appreciate it. I read all the comments and I'll do my best to reply back. I purchased this palette and all 5 of the other shades during the Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty sale. I purchased it for $12, but it currently retails for $24. If you have not seen my review on the Midnight Snack eyeshadow palette, I'll leave it right over here in the cards if you're interested. I do want to read a little bit about the eyeshadow palette on Ulta's website. R.E.M Beauty Midnight Shadow eyeshadow palette includes a mix of 6 ultra blendable mattes plus shimmers with a silky lightweight feel and maximum color payoff. Here's a closer look on what the packaging looks like. Up at the top it says Midnight Shadows eyeshadow palette. This is in the shade Babydoll. Underneath that you have a little description, and underneath that it says R.E.M Beauty. You get 8 grams of product or 0.28 ounces. At the top you have the shade names that are included in the palette. Plus you have the shade names. On this side of the packaging it states it has a 24-month shelf life, and then on the other side you have the barcode printed. On the bottom you have the list of ingredients and it states it was made in the USA. Here's what the actual eyeshadow palette looks like. It says R.E.M Beauty. This palette is called Babydoll. Here's what all 6 shades look like inside. The first shade in the palette is called Sweetheart. This is nice and smooth. Sweetheart is described as a matte pink cream. Here's what it looks like blended out. The next shade in the palette is called Sun Baby. This is a metallic shade. Sun Baby is described as a metallic peachy gold. That's beautiful. The third shade in the palette is called Croissant. Croissant is described as a matte warm sandstone. This shade would be perfect as a transition shade. The second metallic shade in the palette is called Biscotti. Biscotti is described as a metallic golden bronze. Another beautiful shade. The second to last shade is called Boca Mocha. Boca Mocha is described as a matte cinnamon brown. The last shade in the palette is called Espresso. Espresso is described as a matte rich brown. I didn't like how the last 2 shadows swatched on the back of my hand, but we'll see what it looks like blended out on the eyelid. Here's what all 6 shades look like swatched on the back of my hand. Now we're going to create a look using this palette. Taking a clean fluffy brush, I'm going to dip into the shade in Espresso. This shade has a tiny bit of kick up in the pan. Applying that in my crease, going back and forth, doing windshield wiper motions. I like how that blended out, and I didn't have to dip back in for more product. Swapping my brush for a flat brush, I'm going to dip into the shade in Boca Mocha. Again, there's a little bit of fallout in the pan. Pack this all over the lid. That shade is beautiful. Taking my finger, I'm going to dip into the shade in Biscotti. Pack that in the center of my lid. I did get a little bit of fallout, but that's totally fine. I love this metallic shade. It's beautiful. Going back in with that first crease brush, I'm going to blend everything together. Taking a clean fluffy brush, I'm going to dip into the shade in Croissant. Again, there's some kick up. Applying this in the crease, going back and forth, doing windshield wiper motions. I had to dip back in for more product in the shade Croissant. Barely showed up on my eyelid, but it is buildable. I'm not sure if my camera's gonna pick it up, but I did get a little bit of the metallic shade in Sun Baby in my crease. Taking a clean flat brush, I'm gonna dip into the first shade in Sweetheart. Again, there's some fallout in the pan. Pack this all over the lid. That shade in Sweetheart looks a little bit chalky on my eyelid. Taking my finger, I'm gonna dip into the shade in Sun Baby. Pack this on the lid. I love that metallic shade in Sun Baby. Here's how the eye look turned out. For mascara, I'm going to apply the Maybelline The Falsies Surreal Mascara. For lips, I'm going to apply the Maybelline Lifter Gloss in the shade Peach Ring. Here's what everything looks like. My final thoughts on the Babydoll eyeshadow palette is that I like the color story, I just don't like the formula. I only like the metallics in this palette. Again, I don't think this is worth $24. I'm so glad that I got it for $12 because I wouldn't pay full price for this. There's better formulas at the drugstore. Milani has great palettes with this color story. ColourPop, Wet n Wild, e.l.f. I can go on and on. Let me know in the comments down below if you have this particular palette from R.E.M Beauty. If you guys did enjoy this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. I will see you guys in my next video.